Hello, Avonworth. It's Kira DeWillett, high school principal, coming at you with more information as we get closer to March. Some great events coming up, some challenges that we need your help with, and some other information that I felt you needed to hear. This is quite a long video, so I apologize in advance. It is often just easier to put this all into a video and then add text to the e-blast as well if it's easier for you to just read it there. So first off, I did want to make you aware that I will be in classes starting tomorrow to revisit and review our safety procedures here at the high school. I'm going to be talking to students about all the tough stuff that we don't want to have to talk about, but without it and without the discussion, we can't feel empowered and educated and strong and confident in our approach. And so that is my goal tomorrow. I'll be reviewing our approach. I'll be reviewing run, hide, fight procedures with students. And so I did want to let you know, because it often leaves, hopefully, this feeling of empowerment, but it can leave this mixed feeling of just uncertainty that I think we've all been feeling in light of recent tragedy. So I wanted to make you aware. I'll be in senior English classes, 10th grade world affairs tomorrow, and then next week I'll follow up with any 10th graders, like the integrated course I'll follow up with next week, and also in those 11th grade classes, to be sure that within the next few days I've reviewed it with every high school student. Feel free to reach out to me, anything that you're uncertain about. There's some events coming up that we can also touch base and share information and thoughts and concerns together that I think will bring, again, a confidence in our approach here. Conferences. High school conferences are coming up. Before we know it, it will be spring conference time. The conference signups are the same procedure as the fall. They will be happening on the 7th and the 8th of March. So see the high school website to sign up for your times to meet with either one teacher or a group of teachers. And then if there is any editing that has to happen, so if an appointment comes up later and you need to change your conference time, we're going to be doing that changing through Mrs. Patty Clark. So I'll provide information as well about that. So if you sign up and then need to change, we're going to go through Mrs. Clark to make those changes. So there's a slide following my discussion here in the video, and then also some more information in the e-blast. So thank you. One of the challenges that we're battling, and I have talked about this in previous videos, but I did want to share a little bit more about one of the challenges. Again, in multiple degrees, we're seeing this, but students are vaping quite a bit in most high schools, and are carrying vapes of different sizes and capabilities. Concern is that we don't really know the impact of vaping. So definitely a conversation and definitely family discussion, I hope. But there are also not just like the fruit scented and flavored oils that go into a typical vape, but now we're seeing more of an increase in the potential for marijuana to be in them as well. So we are coming up with strategies here at the high school. We're working with other schools. It is a significant challenge. But I wanted to show you some of the vapes that we're coming across because they are being marketed to look very much like thumb drives, USB drives. So the most common vape that we're finding is called a Juul. So you can see at the bottom there, I know it's difficult for me to line this up in the video, but it actually says Juul, J-U-U-L. So this is a vape, and it looks, again, like a long USB or thumb drive. And then what comes out is this cartridge that then has like an oil in it. And then when together, they can be charged and then smoked from there. So know that this is a device that many students have. Again, they're made in different forms and colors and things like that. The cartridges are these cartridges. I don't know. There's probably a better word for them, but they can be filled then with various substances, which is our concern. Definitely. And then there's disposable ones as well. So you can find these and buy them in many places. This is a disposable, it's called a disposable electronic hookah, that it can be used like a one-time, again, a one-time or a multiple time use and then be thrown away. So these are some of the things that we're finding. It's very difficult to detect. It certainly is not something that we can spend, all of our focus in a day with. But a reminder, something to discuss with your children. If you have any information and want to talk more about it, let me know and we can organize something with Ohio Township. We can organize something to provide you the information that you need. Again, we need to figure out all the implications. I mean, I think about it for my own children. But know that it is out there. It is a very common occurrence here. Know that it is dealt with and the consequences are issued based on a violation to our tobacco policy. So it is handled just like if a student was found with cigarettes. So it does equate to consequences along with a Smokeless Saturday educational class, and that class does come at a cost to you and your family. So again, it is just something to discuss with your children as we're seeing more and more use and finding more and more of these jewels around. So thank you for your help with that one, and we'll continue to keep you updated on what is working and what we're finding, but it's definitely a challenge that I think most of your children will share that they're encountering at school. Principal's Coffee coming up. We had a very successful first coffee, and I've organized another one in March, on March 20th. So please join me when we can talk about lots of things, your concerns, your hopes. Also meet the new assistant superintendent, Dr. Jeff Hadley, who has just come aboard at Avonworth. He's going to be there as well to just put a face to a name and a new the position that's been filled, and we're all really excited about working with Dr. Hadley. So he will be there as well. I'm sending out a survey. It's just going to be a Google form type survey to all of Avonworth families about just things happening at the high school, whether communication is working, your thoughts on counseling, your thoughts on events coming up, prom, homecoming, just trying to gather more input from current Avonworth households. I want a good check on how we're doing and what we can do to improve. So look for that, please. Be honest in your feedback because we do want to keep improving and addressing things one at a time. Chasing the Antelopes 5K is coming up. Look for that information in the e-blast. Scheduling, we are working together with multiple levels on creating this new master schedule, which has been shared in parent nights. And now we are just holding for a moment to make sure that all of our curriculum changes and our course updates are that we're all on the same page with that before we start student requests. So it is in the works. We are thrilled about this new schedule and the many pieces. And I'm trying to be patient with the process. I know that students are eager to schedule for next year and see what that all entails. But we certainly do need to take the time to make sure that all that we're doing is right and that we're all on the same page. Prom is coming up, information in the e-blast as well, May 11th. Just a tip, I am a thrift shopper, so I'm at thrift stores sometimes on the weekends, and I've seen incredible dresses there. So just throwing that out there, as everybody has so much on their plates right now as we get closer to March, and then May 11th will be here before we know it. As you prepare, there are many prom dress swap events that are going on around. I know there's a couple in the North Hills coming up. Those are great opportunities to get a dress and not spend so much extra. So just a tip thought I'd share with you. Lots more in the update as well. 9 minutes is just an insanely long video, but I did want to share information with you. So keep in touch. I look forward to seeing you in March at Principal's Coffee and some other events that are coming up. And thank you. Thank you for the support and sending your children to us each day with just an amazing sense of optimism and spirit. We see it. And so just a good review and a check-in with them about the tough stuff and the safety of this building. And so thank you. I will talk with you soon.